friends, and welcome to another episode of Thunderdome.
Welcome to another edition of Thunderdome!
I got some pickups. I got some stuff that I need to open up in front of you because what happens when I get stuff in the mail, I either wait to open it in front of you so you can get my reaction, you can get the excitement or whatever it is that I'm going to produce here on this this episode here. Oh, you're going to get some knowledge. You're going to get my thought or my memories or whatever of whatever I purchased here. And half the time, I can't remember what I purchased. Now listen, my friends. Now, I brought up the subject once, you know, how deep of a collector are you? Now, this is an everyday thing. I get a package in the mail, 1, 2, sometimes 3, every single day. And it accumulates. This stuff accumulates. I don't even know what to do with half of this stuff anymore. It is surrounded. I am going to give a scroll around one of these days of everything that I got. I just gotta get stuff organized. I'm straight up. If I show you what's going on in this room, you're gonna be calling like the TV show Hoarders. You're gonna be like, this guy's got a definite problem because he is just surrounded by Blu-rays, DVDs, 4Ks, CDs, and toys. There's a problem. Okay, and for some reason I don't have anybody here with enough, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Enough sense to tell me that this is not good. It's not good. I mean, I'm working to pay for this habit. Okay, this is worse than being on some kind of a drug addiction or alcohol. This is kind of bad.
This is crack.
You know, and I'm aware. I'm aware. I'm perfectly aware what I'm doing to myself, but I'm enjoying life. You know, if I had a little bit more time on my hands, I would just enjoy it that much more, because nothing I love more than to go out to the mailbox and pick up my packages from the mailbox. When I'm not here, I got my security cameras. I'm looking for the mail to be dropped off by the mailman. This is a strange addiction that I have. I mean, I keep my kids home from school. They got to sign for packages. Listen, this is a real problem that I have in my life. But right now I got 3 packages. I got 3 packages that came in the mail, and I have to open them right now because what I've been doing lately is I used to hold off. Just to let them accumulate and be like, okay, I'll wait and I'll open them up in front of you guys. You can see what I got, and I'll talk about them. But I can't wait no more. I can't wait. My patience is out the window, and I'm like, what? Now this is, tell me if this is crazy. This is my thought. What if I die? Okay, what if I die and I got these packages and I don't open them up? You know what I mean? It's like is the wife gonna pick them up? Is she gonna open these things up? And the other thing, I got so much stuff pre-ordered. This is another question. If I die, okay. Does my wife still have to pay for all of this stuff that I pre-ordered? Is she held accountable for my stupidity or my craziness or my issue I have with this purchasing of stuff? You know what I mean? Like I've got stuff pre-ordered 2 years from now. I ordered something the other day, and it's not coming out till like 2023. And in my head, I'm like, I hope I live to see 2023. I literally put money down. Like, it was like $82 down on an item that is not coming out to 2023. And I'm like, what if I don't make it? What if I don't make it? Now, a couple things go on. I'm like, number one, maybe this is giving me incentive. Maybe give me incentive to survive. I'm gonna, if I end up getting sick, if I end up getting that which we do not name again, you know what I mean? And it's like a different variant of that which we do not name, part 2. You know, that's the sequel, supersized with a Coke. What if I get that again, and I don't make it to 2023. Now, is she responsible for this item? Will she pay for this item? Is she gonna love this item the way that I think I'm gonna love this item? You know, I'm excited. I'm excited when I pre-order stuff. I'm excited, but then I forget. Sometimes the Alzheimer in my head makes me forget what I ordered, and it's like a surprise. Like some guy told me the other day, there was a comment I thought was kind of cool. He was like, he quoted a movie. And I didn't get the quote. And I've seen the movie like 3 times, 4 times, maybe even more than that, okay? But for some reason, some movies just don't stick. They don't stick in my head. They kind of just, I watch them and I enjoy them, and I'm like, this is a good movie. I watch it again and again and again, but the quotes don't stick in my head the way some other movies do. And he quoted this thing, and I'm like casually responding to this quote as if it was like a real thing. And he's like, oh, I was quoting the movie from whatever. And I'm like, I feel a little stupid. I feel a little stupid, but you know what? You know what it did? It gave me the incentive to go watch the movie again. And that's why it's like sometimes on the weekends I'm like, what should I watch? What should I watch? And then I was like, well, my stupidity from a response that I made is gonna force me to go watch this movie again. And I watched the movie was Hot Tub Time Machine Part 1. Okay, I have Part 1 and I have Part 2 on Blu-ray, and I think they're great. John Cusack films, that other guy there that's in like all those movies there, funny guys, you know what I mean? And Crispin Glover, you know, I remembered the movie, but all I could remember in my head was how many times they were worried about Crispin Glover character losing his arm, and they like because they were in the future and they knew that he was gonna lose his arm. So that's all that stuck in my head. And he was quoting like straight up stuff. So obviously, big fan of the movie, and I'm obviously somebody that just let that kind of just go by my, you know, it wasn't a Better Off Dead. I wasn't quoting it. It wasn't like a Say Anything or a Breakfast Club or a Ferris Bueller where I could say the stuff word for word. It was something that I've watched over and over again because I enjoy it, but it just didn't stick. And I was like, okay, well, that's what I'm watching this weekend. But with all of that said, my friends, and all this rambling on, I have packages, and that's what you want me to get into here. I'm gonna start with number 1 here, and this one says, please handle with care. Do not bend. Wow, what did I order that should not be bent? Let me get my razor knife here. The wife closed it the other day. She's like, "Oh, you're gonna cut yourself with the razor knife being open over there." And I'm like, why would I? Whoa! What?
Oh. You believe this? Oh, will you look at that? Oh, just call me Mr. Butterfingers.
I knew it was there, you know, and why would I cut myself? You know, like, is that like a, I don't think that's gonna happen. But she was concerned, and we have, as I'm breaking on through to the other side, wow, we got quite the setup going on here. I hope this is a good one, because it would be funny if I cut myself right now on film, and she's like, so this isn't really film on digital, whatever you want to call it, and she's like, ha, told you. Wait a minute, did I? No, no. She's like, yeah, I told you you're gonna cut yourself. Okay, so we got in the package, we have another package, package in a package. This feels very Blu-ray-ish. Now, the question to me is, do not bend. What's another package? Do not bend. Why would I bend the? You can't bend. Can you bend a Blu-ray? This feels like a Blu-ray. I don't order anything else but. I don't normally. Well, probably it could be a CD. That's two Blu-rays. Same seller. I didn't know this was coming from the same seller. Here's a story. Waiting to pick up my daughter from work, sitting in the car, and I'm going through Kino on my eBay app, and I'm scrolling down, and they had 2 titles for $10 free shipping. So I'm like, Kino titles, $10, free shipping. I don't own them on Blu-ray. I own one on DVD. This would be an upgrade. The other one I don't own at all. And I had this feeling that these are going to be titles that are going to eventually go out of print. It's going to be one of these things that like 10 years from now, I'm going to be like, why didn't I not pick them up? $10. I'm going to spend $20. And I got this thing where it's like, I got to spend at least $20 a week on Blu-rays. No matter what, that is the set price. So no matter what I purchase, I'm going to spend $20 on Blu-rays. Now, if I buy them used from like a thrift store or whatever, I might get them with 4 Blu-rays. If I buy them outright on Blu-ray DVD Tuesday, I might end up getting 1 title. If I end up getting them off of eBay, I might end up getting 3 titles, depending on what it is. But in this case, this was 2 titles, and I didn't know they were from the same seller, so that's why I'm a little shocked by the packaging was all set. The first one is Christian Slater, and who's the other girl? Christian Slater and Marissa Tomei in Untamed Heart. I remember this being something back in the day that I wanted to see. I did own this on VHS, and I don't remember ever. Is that Rosie Perez back there too? It looks like a Rosie Perez. I think it's a Rosie Perez. Wait a minute, hang on. Yeah, it is a Rosie Perez. Marissa Tomei, Christian Slater, Rosie Perez, Untamed Heart. Don't know anything about this movie. If I remember correctly, I don't want to get it confused with like when I want to say that he's like this is what I'm picturing, and please comment below if I'm wrong because I could be wrong. Raised by Monkeys Tarzan type thing where it's like there's a problem with the guy. Something's wrong with the guy. There's something. I'm trying to remember. I refuse to read the synopsis. Look at the size of that thing. I refuse to read it when I was purchasing it, but I remember bits and pieces, and I want to say that Christian Slater had some kind of issue, and he meets the Marissa Tomei character, and she's like gotta like turn him into like some kind of society type dude or something like that. I'm gonna read this synopsis. Let me see. Deliver a brilliant performance in this touchingly honest and beautiful crafted modern day love story. Tomei portrays Caroline, a diner waitress who is constantly and miserably unlucky at love. Slater is Adam, the diner's busboy who harbors a secret crush on Caroline. Wow, I'm way off. Totally way off. Should have read the synopsis. Hang on a second.
You blew it!
Yet is too shy to speak to her, but that changes when one cold night when Caroline finds herself in a life-threatening situation on her walk home, and Adam appears out of the shadows to rescue her. Okay? Intrigued by her unlikely knight in shining armor, Caroline tenderly breaks through to his lonely world. Raised by monkeys? No. Just a lonely guy that has problems talking?
Hate it.
Ultimately blossoming into one of the cinema's most unforgettable love stories. Okay. I was way off. Kino gave us audio commentary and a theatrical trailer. I guess I'll be watching the theatrical trailer first, because I could have sworn this was like a Raised by Monkeys. Oh man, they hit me with the tissue. They think that that's going to protect the disc from flying off, the little piece of tissue. Wow, I was way off. I was picturing a guy that was like, I don't know, lost at sea, stranded or whatever, raised by some kind of creatures or whatever, and came to the United States and met this girl at a, wow, maybe that would make a better story. Maybe that's the ultimate love story that I just wrote in my head as I was looking at the cover. I don't know what I was thinking. It's got Christian Slater in it. It's got Marissa Tomei. It's got Rosie Perez. I like me some Rosie Perez. Next title, keynote title, also Matt Dillon in The Flamingo Kid. I have let me say that again. Matt Dillon in The Flamingo Kid. Yes, I own this on DVD, and I'm kind of upgrading my Matt Dillon collection. Okay. Yes, I am the only Matt Dillon fan on this planet. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. I love me some Matt Dillon. I think he's an awesome actor. My Bodyguard being one of my favorite all-time movies, and Matt Dillon being my probably all-time favorite villains. He blows away that Terminator 2 guy. Okay, I'm sorry. Matt Dillon is just the dude, man. He's just cool as can be. What's the other one there? The one with the two girls. Drawing a blank. Matt Dillon. And the one where they go to camp, and Matt Dillon's one of the characters, and the other guy's this greasy looking teacher guy, and they make a bet on who can lose their virginity first. It's wow. Why do I have My Buddy in my head? My Buddy, no, not My Buddy. I bought this straight up terrible copy of it because it's not released yet on Blu-ray or DVD. I don't know why it's not released on Blu-ray and DVD. Little Darlings, yes, picture right here. Little Darlings, yes. Awesome movie. Matt Dillon, he plays like this kind of scumbag tough guy, and Christy McNichol is the one that she's targeting this guy, and then the other one is Tatum O'Neal. She's targeting the instructor of I think he's like the camp counselor or whatever. Wow, what a great movie. But yeah, I'm a Matt Dillon fan. I like Matt Dillon. Outsiders, we got to mention the Outsiders, of course, but My Bodyguard holds some kind of special thing in my heart. And the Flamingo Kid, I got to tell you, I own this on DVD. I've had this on DVD for probably about 10 years now. I think I had it on VHS before that. Never watched it. Have not seen it yet. I think I have to stop and see it. I don't know. It's rated PG-13. Came out in 1984. It's 100 minutes. 100 minutes of my time can be spent. And once again, we got audio commentary and we got a theatrical trailer. And I'm going to be watching me some Flamingo Kid. I don't know. Next one, this is guaranteed. This is a CD. And because the last one I think is a DVD, and I want to leave you guys with a DVD or Blu-ray. I want to leave you guys with a DVD or Blu-ray because I know sometimes I get the wait, this is supposed to be a Blu-ray 4K. No, it's listen, it's what I'm into, okay? This is all about me. When you are subscribing to this channel, you get a piece of me, and I give you my personal life, I give you my stories, I open my hearts, and I show you my guts. That's what I do.
Oh God! Why didn't anybody tell me?
It's my thing. I enjoy it because you know what? Because I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm trying to let you in. But this thing came from where is this? Some strange place, Berlin, Germany. Berlin, Germany. So what do I have to expect from this? Are we at, we're not at war with these people. No, we're good with Germany, right? We go to. I don't watch the news either. I'm not a news guy. I'm a movie guy. I watch the movies. I want to learn about Germany. I'm gonna watch a German movie. Let's see. It's a CD, and yes, okay. Let's see what the condition of this thing is. So if you have been watching my channel, if not, please hit the subscribe button because you should be watching my channel. And I got a whole bunch of other things. I've been doing this for a while now. Whole bunch of other episodes that you could be checking out, all different kinds of things and all this kind of movie, music, toy, and CD knowledge and stuff like that. But Meatloaf fan, and the man just passed away, and I realized that I was missing a few things. Once I did my last video, and I realized I was missing the live DVD that ended up going through the roof. The flippers were going nuts. I went back on. I'm like, am I missing some stuff that I wouldn't have been interested in back in the day? Like, like I like to get all of the performance things, but there was a certain live concert that I did not buy because I was just like, is it real? Is it worth getting? Should I even pick it up? I don't know. This is one of those German import things there, and I always get nervous when I buy an import because is it something that's halfway? Was it recorded from the soundboard? Was it studio recorded? Was it something that they fan recorded and the audio's terrible on it? I don't know. But I did not own this. Oh, they gave me a little business card here. I'm not gonna show you that because I don't care. No, this is the real deal. It's from Artista, and this is Meatloaf Live. A live Meatloaf concert that I did not own on CD. I realized I didn't own it, and I own a ton of Meatloaf's live CDs, but these are all like the studio live, like studio not studio recorded, studio presented. They're, the company that deals with Meatloaf is the ones that makes the money off of it. That's why this is the artist one. So I figured, okay, this is the real deal. And yeah, it came from Germany because it's out of print, and it's one of these things that now that Meatloaf passed away, you gotta get your hands on it if you're a completist like me. And we have so let me see here. What we got live? We got Bad Out of Hell on here. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Paradise by Dashboard Light, Modern Girl, Midnight at Lost and Found, Took the Words Right Out of My Mouth, Rock and Roll. Wow, I think I can't. Wow, that's messed up. I can't read. Blind Before I Stop. So what I'm getting from this is a couple of songs from his older albums, because if you didn't know, he had albums before Bad Out of Hell, and then he progressively goes into the Bad Out of Hell stuff, and then back into the older stuff. So you get a little potpourri or Mod Podge of Meatloaf stuff. And then the last thing here is it's gonna be a Blu-ray, guaranteed. It feels Blu-ray-ish. From Michael J. Jorgensen from Faro, Connecticut? No, it's California. All right, let's see what this last thing is, and it's in a strange packing thing. What is this? What is this? What is this? I'm confused. What is this? This is the weirdest. Look at it. It's like a puzzle. Look at that. It's like a. Has anybody ever seen this before? This is, you know what, my collecting is been going on for years, but I've yet to see anything that. Look at this thing. It's okay. I'm making a big deal out of it, but you know, when I get new things in the mail, I get different kind of pack and everything. I never seen it before. I'm a little excited about it. Whatever. And it's season 1 of Night Gallery. Yes, this is the spin-off of the Twilight Zone. After Rod Serling did the Twilight Zone, he did Night Gallery. Night Gallery was in color, and it also starred a bunch of big actors in it. And because I am such a huge Twilight Zone fan, I have a lot. I have all the Twilight Zone stuff on DVD. I have it all multiple times. I have it all on Blu-ray multiple times. And I also have I think it's the 80s version and the 90s version. And then I have the first season of the brand new stuff there with Peel. I think it's Peel, one of the guys from Get Out and stuff like that. The guy that wrote that stuff, produced that, whatever. And then Kino another Kino title, released the first season on Blu-ray of Night Gallery. And I own all of these on DVD, not being my favorite Rod Serling stuff, okay? Twilight Zone is number one, and it will always be. The original Twilight Zone. Those are just classic storytelling. And then he came up with these things, and maybe he killed it for me because they're in color. I have a little, maybe this, if he would have just kept calling this the Twilight Zone and it would have been in black and white, I probably would have kept on going. But when I started watching, I watched a couple episodes of these things, and what it is, he actually goes into this gallery, and each painting that he walks in front of tells a story, which is kind of a cool concept. But the storytelling, to me, and this is my opinion, only my opinion, was not as good as the Twilight Zone, the original Twilight Zone. Some of that stories that Rod Serling came up with in the original Twilight Zone hold up so well. They are so well done. They are so well thought out. I mean, they hold the test. If you could get your family or get you in on a Twilight Zone marathon sometime, usually I think it happens every New Year's, and I used to watch every New Year's before the streaming started going out the window when I used to have regular cable, but then I realized that streaming is just a mess. And now I just watch the Blu-rays on New Year's or whatever of the Twilight Zone, and the writing is this guy was a genius, a brilliant man, a genius. I'm sorry, I'm not apologizing. Why am I apologizing? The man was a genius. Rod Serling, hands down, one of the cleverest writers of ever, absolutely ever. Okay, I put him right on the side of Stephen King. Okay, Stephen King, Rod Serling, hand in hand. Comment below if you do not agree or you do agree. But I'll tell you right now, the man's writing blows my mind. It's one of those things where certain Twilight Zone episodes, you walk away from the Twilight episode and you're like, yeah. I'm like, wow, that's a thinker. That was intense. This is something that could happen. You know, it may not have happened yet, but it could happen. And he knocked it out of the Twilight Zone. Classic. I never got into the Outer Limits, though. I never bought the Outer Limits, never got into the Outer Limits. I've been kind of wondering for years what I'm missing with the Outer Limits, because I've never seen an episode of the Outer Limits. But anyway, I'm going way off here. Let's just stick to the Twilight Zone thing. So I went to the Twilight Zone. I got everything by the Twilight Zone, and then they released the first season of Night Gallery, and I have it. I have the whole series on DVD, and this was an upgrade. And probably ask me, why are you upgrading this if you are not a big fan of Night Gallery? I'm a big fan of Rod Serling, and if you watch this channel, you know that if somebody produces something or writes something or puts something out, I need to get everything that they did, and this is one of the things that he did. And it also comes with a bunch of audio commentaries and stuff. But the bottom line is I'm not an audio commentary guy, and that's pretty much what Kino's giving me. They're giving an audio commentary, audio commentary on the pilot, audio commentary on this. A lot of audio commentaries, and I'm not an audio commentary guy. Maybe I should. There's been times where I've been tempted to put on the audio commentary, like the movie This Is the End, to hear Seth Rogen and those guys just hang out. I think I did one time listen to the audio commentary on one of the Jackass movies, because I just think that just hearing those guys talk about the things they were doing was interesting or whatever. And that was decent. But as far as audio commentary on this, I'm not going to take advantage of that. I'm probably not going to. I don't care. I just don't care. But Night Gallery, never seen it. It's just a very simple concept. He goes into the gallery. Each picture tells a story. And then he progressively tells a story. Kind of like he used to introduce the Twilight Zone. So yeah, it's available on Kino. And I noticed that the prices were going up. I figured I paid $25 for this. I paid $25 for it. I know that the price was going up on it, so I was like, I think I should just grab it now. I think I should grab it now because I think the regular Kino price is like $35, and then somebody was selling it for $25, so I'm like, okay, I'm already saving money there. And then I started noticing that even on eBay, they're going up on eBay, and they're kind of not moving around on certain other sites like Amazon or whatever. So I was like, I gotta grab it. I gotta grab it now. It's probably one of my best bet is to grab it now. And with that said, my friend, please just do me a favor. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you later.